On this week's episode of Capital City Sports, women's basketball takes on Alabama, men's tennis takes on Clemson, men's basketball takes on Georgia, and club hockey takes on UNC Wilmington. This is Capital City Sports. Welcome into this week's episode of Capital City Sports. I'm your host, Haley Anders. This past Thursday, the women's basketball team took on the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Brian Principe was at Colonial Life Arena to check out the action.
The South Carolina Lady Gamecocks are back in action here tonight at Colonial Life Arena following a very impressive victory this past Monday against the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies. They won that game 79-61 in impressive fashion. And Coach Dawn Staley really has a lot to be proud of this team thus far. 19-0, looking for 20-0 tonight here against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Celebration at Colonial Life Arena as Dawn Staley, Asia Wilson, and Tiffany Mitchell all recognized for their work within women's basketball in the United States. And the South Carolina Gamecocks would start this game off pounding on defense. Many turnovers for both teams, but Bianca Cuevas would outlet to Asia Wilson. She converts on the layup. 17 points for Wilson on this one. She'd lead all scorers. But Bama would stay scrappy in this game. Big three-pointer here for the Tide. They cut the lead in the second half. But down low, the Gamecocks were physical, and a big block there from Elena Coates. She'd have a couple on the night, but a big inbounds play here to Alicia Welsh. She'd convert 8 points for Welsh as she was a main contributor in this one. But the Crimson Tide would stay scrappy here. Down low, they find a way to get in the paint, convert, and they cut the lead to 10. But South Carolina would come storming back on offense, found a way to get the rebound, and Kadisa Sessions right here converts and won. But the big dagger right here, folks, this one would put the game away. Tiffany Roy right here with the three-pointer. Bang, there it is. And South Carolina would finish off this game, capping off 29 straight home victories for the Gamecocks and a 20-0 record, the first time in school history. So the Lady Gamecocks roll over the Tide here tonight at Colonial Life Arena. Final score 85-54 here for the Gamecocks. Gamecocks don't get a day off on Super Bowl Sunday like most people do. They will have to travel out to Oxford, Mississippi to play the Ole Miss Rebels within the SEC. So here live from Colonial Life Arena, I'm Brian Principe for Capital City Sports.
Men's tennis took to the court on Saturday to face off against their rival Clemson. Let's take it to Stan Smith with the highlight.
At the Carolina Fieldhouse, the number 29 Gamecocks welcomed in-state rival and 28th ranked Clemson. In the three doubles matches played, Carolina took 2 of the 3 contests as Tiago Pinheiro and Kyle Koch won a 7-6 thriller, along with Andrew Adams and Andrew Schaefer winning 6-4. To the singles matches, Pinheiro, Koch, and Schaefer all picked up wins, as well as Harrison O'Keefe and Sam Swank. At the end of the day, the Gamecocks would pick up the win 6-1 over the Tigers. The win improves South Carolina's record to 4-1, and the Gamecocks will continue their homestand with matches against Wake Forest, North Carolina State, and Wofford beginning next week. For Capital City Sports, I'm Stan Smith.
Also on Saturday, the men's basketball team faced off against their SEC rival, Georgia. John Wagner has the details.
Today at Colonial Life, Frank Martin and his Gamecocks were looking to get their second SEC win of the season against the Georgia Bulldogs. Coming into the game, they're on a 4-game losing streak, losing to teams like Tennessee and Kentucky. Will they get the win today? Let's go to the highlight. Georgia would open the scoring with a three-pointer from big man Nemanja Djursic, but from then on it was all Carolina. Dwayne Notice returns the favor with another 3 on the next possession to tie the game. With 5 minutes to play in the half, bench player Brian Steele drains a 3 to put the Gamecocks up by 11. On the next South Carolina possession, Sendarius Thornwell feeds Michael Carrera for a monster alley-oop to cap the half. Later in the game, Thornwell shows his range by putting away a long 2. Another bench player, Shamik Shepard, goes for paint points off the steal from Notice. And finally, to seal the deal, Lamonis Haikevichus drops a 3 from the corner as the shot clock expires. The Gamecocks take their second SEC win of the season, and Tyrone Johnson, Michael Carrera, and Frank Martin spoke to the media after the game.
We were just able to get back to our concepts and pressure the ball, guard the ball at the half-court line, and make them run offense from far away rather than letting them get into their rhythm and do what they do is best. So it was a great effort from all of us, and we happy with it.
We not satisfied for this win. It's just a win, and we got to go to Arkansas and do our job and practice tomorrow and do whatever we can to beat Arkansas.
Our marketing department has done an unbelievable job in getting the students to come, and I think what happens is they come and they actually like the way our guys play, and there's a kind of respect kind of factor that builds, and they realize how important they are for home court advantage.
Taking advantage of Marcus Thornton's absence from the court, South Carolina held Georgia to a record low 22% from the field, and South Carolina ended up with 4 starters in double digits. This led them to a 67-50 victory, their second SEC win of the season. The next time you'll see the South Carolina Gamecocks in action, it'll be in Fayetteville, Arkansas against the Razorbacks on Tuesday. For Capital City Sports, I'm John Wagner.
And to finish off a busy Saturday, we take it to the ice where the hockey team took on UNC Wilmington. Nick Jones is there with the coverage.
It's senior weekend and the Gamecocks prepare to take on UNC Wilmington for their final home game of the season. Late in the first period, Seahawks' Kevin Mullaney takes the puck from the left side and tries to hit it around the corner of the post, but goalie Danny Collins makes a save and keeps the game tied at 1. We fast forward to the second period and Taylor Wolf steals the puck and laces it up in the top right-hand corner of the net to put the Gamecocks ahead 2-1. Shortly after, South Carolina's Kyle Ware would find his way around the back of the net and manages to make the score, and the Gamecocks lead 3-1. South Carolina's goalie Danny Collins would have an impressive night as he would continue to come up big throughout the game with saves like this one. As we move on into the third period, South Carolina leads 3-2 and hopes to put the game away with the score. Wolf takes a mid-range shot at the goal, but it bounces off the goalie, and Nick Linker would make the impressive save. Derek Maggs would get the opportunity here to put the game away and comes through, and South Carolina goes on to win their final home game 4-2. After the game, we caught up with defender Julian DePaulo for his take on the goal he made in the first period of the game.
Well, I just saw the puck coming across, and my main focus was just kind of getting to the net. Didn't want to get it blocked or something like that. And we had guys in front screening, doing their jobs, so I just had to get mine done and get it to the net.
The team travels to Pelham, Alabama for the SEC playoffs this upcoming weekend. For all of us at Capital City Sports, I'm Nick Jones.
Thanks for watching another week's episode of Capital City Sports. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Haley Anders, and for all of us at Capital City Sports, we hope you have a great week.